I always thought running a cafe would be peaceful, just caffeine, pastries, and a gentle hum of conversation. But lately, I've been noticing strange carvings on my wooden tables. Not the usual hearts or doodles, but cryptic messages in languages I don't recognize. I'd run my fingers over them at closing, sometimes feeling a chill, like the grooves were alive. Last night, though, I found a new one, written in perfect English, and it was in my own handwriting. Don't look at the mirror after midnight. I tried to convince myself it was some prank. Maybe I'd absentmindedly scratched it during a busy shift. But I couldn't shake the memory, how the handwriting looked exactly like mine, the way the letters dipped and curled. I started watching the security footage, fast-forwarding through hours of silent customers, their faces obscured by shadows. At 12:03 a.m., the screen flickered. For a split second, I saw myself hunched over the table, carving the message, eyes glassy and unfocused. But I hadn't been there. I was at home, asleep. The next night, curiosity got the better of me. I stayed late, cleaning and waiting for midnight. The cafe felt different, like the shadows had grown thicker, pressing against the walls. When the clock struck 12, I heard a faint scratching sound, coming from the back table. Heart pounding, I crept over and watched, horrified, as my reflection in the window began to move on its own, mimicking me but not quite right, smiling too wide, eyes too dark. Then, my reflection pressed its palm flat against the glass and mouthed a warning, "It's too late." Suddenly, the room went ice cold. Every window and surface reflected a twisted version of me, crowding closer, whispering in all the languages from the carvings. I tried to run, but every exit showed only endless rows of tables and my own haunted face staring back. I realized now the carvings weren't warnings, they were invitations. And tonight, I finally answered.